Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. So I had a small change of heart in between episodes and I've decided that getting the mall upgraded is not actually the highest priority right now. I will do a very small thing. Really hope that this is all connected. But let's see, I might want to turn a few things off. There's definitely a few things that I'm not collecting and a few things that I do not necessarily need in abundance right now. I do want to get a I think that this is actually good. Let me quickly check the research tree. So let's get that researched. And at the moment I want to also prioritize anything that is not space science, because I actually want to make the transition to space science. And I want to do that as soon as possible to be able to transition into late game, let's say, or into end game setups. And that being said, I will have a quick look around this system before I head out. Make sure that I don't have any surprise bases that spawned up and are going to destroy the whole system while I'm away. Now, fortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, so the first thing that I want to do is get to over here. Let's see. My planet is this one. So I should have enough power production over there to not have to worry about changing a few array receivers to produce no, it's so annoying. Oh look, here's a pop-up in the center of your screen where, well, you cannot control flight anymore. That's really awesome. Anyway, moving past that, as I was saying, I want to start producing antimatter. Oh man, the threat is actually ramping up quite a bit in my home system, so I will eventually have to defend against the dark fog. We'll see how that goes. I think that I need to set up defenses on the planet where I am producing, where I'm consuming most energy. Maybe I'm just using the controllers wrong, but yeah, the fact that research pops up in the middle of flight and I cannot easily get to it, it's quite annoying. Okay, I want to make sure I head to the correct planet. And you kind of see that I am out of practice a bit. This is the first episode that I'm recording after a fairly long holiday, so yeah. Bear with me while my muscle memory kicks in and I can hit the correct shortcuts once more. Here we are. And while we're here, let's have a look at how our Dyson Sphere is progressing. Oh wow. Yeah, this is already starting to lag out quite a bit. We have quite a bit of power produced. We're only requesting 2.1 gigawatts where we already have 6 gigawatts. Awesome. And that was just in time to change this to photon generation. Now, I do not have ray receivers on me, but that should not be a huge issue. I want to take a quick look at the power grid here. So power grid, we're consuming way less than we are able to produce. So I'm actually gonna be able to change, I think, the outer ring. There we have it, our first photon produced. So let's start changing this to photon generation. I'll then run a belt across and collect everything into, I think I'll still use the central ILS. I think that's everything. What is a nice way to do this? Okay, that is not a nice way of doing that. I will look at getting I'm trying to see which line has better access into the center, and I think right now that it's going to be this one. So let's see. You are going to be providing critical photons, and this is going to be both local and remote supply. That's good. Oh, I thought for a second that that is not being built, but it's actually just... It is just the blue line that goes over it. This might be... Oh no, actually, there's no lemon problem because this belt is part of this layer, not this layer, so it all lines up perfectly. It will take me just a bit of time to get all of this going. Not sure why the decision was to have this belted out instead of using a sorter to get items out of the building. Because it's not like for mining drills it makes perfect sense because you need very high throughput, so yeah, this is definitely not mass throughput, so and I'm complaining about that because if it was sorters I would have been able to copy paste it or shift drag it. But alas, it's not that big of a deal. It's a bit more manual work, but overall I think it's a fairly quick process. I think that's about it. We have that one there. That's great. And let's take a look at... Okay, that one has... started draining way more power all of a sudden. But again, that should not be a problem. This is going to increase quite a bit. So yeah, not really worried about that. Now that we have that one set up, let's get back to our home planet. While here, I want to have another quick look. Make sure that there's still no surprises. Doesn't seem to be, which is really great. Battery is full enough. I still have plenty of fuel. So let's go ahead. While this is going, I will queue up some of the last technologies that I have in that tree requiring non-space science. Make sure that I'm still on track. Okay, queues are full. There's still a few technologies left there. I need to remember that. Really hope I have enough power. Barely, but I did have enough power. So one of the things that I've unlocked just now is the self-evolution lab. And like that's not a huge improvement because it only works for producing science, not actually consuming in terms of benefits. The research speed is still 240 hashes per second. Production speed is triple though. But let's see if I can get a few of these working. Now, I do not remember if I've actually placed any of these things. Any of these things into an ILS, and I might have not, so we're actually not gonna be using that right now. And let's go on to our production area. Oh wow, this is totally dead. There's quite a few things here that raises at least a few question marks. But anyway, I'll let this expand a bit more, but I definitely won't be using this much space in this playthrough. So I'll do a very quick and dirty, or if I will, I will spend a bit of time to rethink all of this. But for now, well, first of all, I want to level this off. And let's do a quick LS here. And one of my neighbors just decided it's a good idea to start drilling holes at 7 in the morning, which I find just lovely. I really hope this will not pick up on the microphone. we're getting power in. We should very soon start getting the critical photons in here. And if I am not mistaken, critical photons are going to be processed in these types of facilities. There we have it. Okay, I think I want them to be just one step closer. Is that too close? Really? That is quite annoying, but extremely relevant. This needs to be remote demand, and we should see vessels heading out fairly soon. And let's see. I think I can do it like this. So this will output, let's say that this is the antimatter. I think it's called antimatter. Yes. And over on this side, this will output hydrogen. Now, where would be a good place to have I think this will be able to cover everything. Yes. So I just need to get these inserters moved by one square and well, actually this will be able to cover everything from here as well. Maybe even a bit further back. There we have it. We have our first antimatter and let's take inserters out. I want to slightly change the original pattern that I had in mind. That's off by one tile. Cool, so now I just need to connect. Oh, first of all, I need to make sure that this is tiling properly. So that needs to be like that. And this needs to be on the inside line. And also that will output over on this line. So this one, and over here. Now, is this blueprintable? No, it won't be, but let's try our best. Well, most of it actually was. The connections here will not be made. So let's go ahead and manually do that. I should be able to grab just a few more of those. If I ever figure out where I have them. There we go. And the output over there. I think that there's something missing there, but yes, these ones have those ones had missing sorters, and this one was off center, but well, right now we are producing antimatter, and let's first of all queue up a few more researches. All queues are full. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, that is a huge one. But nonetheless, getting there. So while that's going on, let's have a look at what I want to build next, and that is obviously going to be the universe matrix. We already have all of these in an ILS, and that is this one over here that's currently producing science. We're down on green cubes, and I think that's just a production. Yeah, that's just a production limitation, nothing to do about that. But, well, this is gonna be a very strange build because it requires 6 items to produce one universe matrix. And, well, obviously I do not have 5 items. And also, kind of the reason why I've built this so close to this is that I will most likely get 2 more belts running here and another set of labs right over here and do this type of let's say ad hoc build. Do I have any more foundation? I'm pretty sure I had an ILS somewhere that was bringing foundation in, but I cannot seem to remember where that was. That's the problem when playing after a very long time. And one of the things that I've seen in Factorio that I'm extremely looking forward to, the fact that you'll be able to do a search on the map to see where you're producing various ingredients and whatnot. That's a very cool feature. Really wish I would be able to have that in here as well, but well, that is not the case now. Let's see if I can get some foundation. Yep, that seems to be working fine. 5,000, that's good. I'll take that. But yeah, I think that this is a good point to make a cut in this episode. I will try to leave the science running just enough to finish everything that we still have left in queue. And there are a few expensive technologies that need to be researched, so that might be a bit, but I also do want to get space science going. The main reason for space science is to finally unlock station integrated logistics. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in the last episodes, but I was a bit misled by the description here. This is a new technology for me. I haven't played it. I know it's been in the game for quite a while, but I did make quite a bit of a break since my last Dyson Sphere playthrough. And well, +1 count for logistic stations. Now, I thought that this would actually integrate with the drones, with the level 1 drones or storage chest hats, as I've seen some people calling them. Just to realize that that feature actually unlocks stacking on the belts, which will obviously make all of my builds kind of redundant, because part of the builds that I have on the industrial planet is stacking up to 4. That will mean that I'll have the opportunity to try out a few more interesting designs, given the fact that we'll be able to output full 4-lane, full 4-stack belts out of an ILS, which means throughput is gonna be substantially higher. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I want to rush space science to begin with, and also I want to get rid of the power problems. I generally like to run artificial stars instead of relying on the Dyson Sphere. I was thinking to build a mini Dyson Sphere over in this system as well, just for some power generation, but yeah, I'm a bit on the fence on that. I'll still have a think about it. Maybe we'll do mixed. Artificial stars are definitely great when you're outposting and whatnot. It is arguably true that, well, on these planets I can establish a small Dyson Sphere and produce maybe even just this amount of power. Like, I think this would be plenty to be able to sustain all the planets in this system. But yeah, I'll have a think about it. For now, I want to get a few artificial stars going as well, and we'll see after that. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. and I'll see you here next time.